Aspect of the team would you say you're most pleased with halfway through the season?
Probably their attentiveness and their promptness. You know, we have meetings and things scheduled. I mean, everybody's always early, which is what you'd expect to do. But this team especially is really cognizant of not wasting time and being prompt and ready to work. They work. This team does work. So that's why I think we are pretty confident we'll get better.
In the past, I know you had the guys raise their hands. Who here has gotten an offer from USC, and there was never really that many. Has
I haven't asked yet. I mean, I can
again,
research it myself without asking them. You know, I kind of know the answer. I don't know if we have anybody, but we got good players. I think sometimes guys are late bloomers, what have you. But there's no question. Our guys know they are really talented, and a lot of times our guys played against them in high school, know how good they are. But it's we got to play well, but. Everybody's good that we play, so we got to play well against everybody.
Are there one or two things on offense that you feel like you really need to improve on in the second half of the season to just become better on that side of the ball?
Yeah, I think probably just being more consistent. There are times we really execute well, and we're our eyes in the right spot. We're making the right decisions, running the right routes and right steps, and then be a play or two. And on offense, if you have one guy screw up, it can mess the whole play up. And so that's what's been happening some of the times. It's just been one or two guys. It's not been everybody. So just being more consistent and having all 11 do their job.
Is lack of continuity at quarterback and running back, does it affect that?
I don't know. That you can use that as an excuse, but the truth is, these guys are getting practice and getting work in. I think the continuity of what we do offensively has been affected because you don't. Inevitably, you don't probably call all the same plays with a veteran quarterback versus a guy that's not a veteran or a guy that's more mobile than someone else. And so you do affect some of your play calling based on that position. Then at running back, the same thing's true. If the guy doesn't have a lot of experience, you're probably not going to involve him in a lot of the pass protection. So, we're working that out.
You mentioned the pass protection with the running backs. Are there certain plays that you can call when Nick or healthy JJ were in there that can't call with the other guys?
Not really. I mean, Coach McGee does a great job. So all of even when you put TJ or Samaje back there, they know how to pass protect. They're just not as big. JJ wasn't big, but he was physical. And Nick's obviously a veteran, and Zach's a bigger guy. So it's just, again, we try to call stuff based on what their strengths are, both in the run and the pass game.
Trey has been really adept at winning jump ball situations. What makes him good at that?
Well, he's an athlete, but I think his biggest attribute is he's a very competitive guy, kind of a quiet competitor. He doesn't talk a whole lot and all that, but in the games he competes, and particularly when you have one-on-one situations. I think he relishes those challenges, and he's going to get challenged by, a couple of the best ones in the country this weekend.
Is this a week when you've got a guy like Adoree Jackson that you purposely try to kick away from him in those situations?
Yeah, you don't want to have him get too many opportunities. I think sometimes it's inevitable, but hopefully those are few and far between because he's a guy that you give him a little bit of space or you do a low line drive kick right to him and don't get a lot of hang time or something like that, then he can hurt you. So we got to make sure we get a lot of hang time if we're going to kick it deep.
You said early on when you first got here, you played golf a couple times with Francona.
Yeah, Tito, yeah.
And what have you guys talked about as far as managing kids and that kind of thing?
It's been a little while since we get so busy. He's busy during his season and all that, so I haven't talked to him in quite some time. But when we played golf, we played 18 holes over at La Paloma in I think an hour and 45 minutes. So, he liked to play fast too. It was a great time, one of the best rounds of golf I've ever had with him. So, and he's doing fantastic. I mean, he's a U of A guy, one of the best in the business, and a super person. So, I got to shoot him a text. I've been kind of busy, but there's no reason I need to shoot him a text and tell him congrats.